pass, basically up the old boundary line.
Mm-hmm.
So now they are saying that Nico Barisi is a long way in the wrong direction. And if we look at the map, which I have pulled up here, and you guys can pull it up for yourself if you go to the, SOTmapproject.com. Nico Barisi is actually, like, directly across from Adendrill towards the boundary. So they must have gone, like, diagonally towards Adendrill and be somewhere around Jara and Galea. In order for it to be going the wrong way, they have to be somewhere, maybe not quite by Agadan Reach, but in that general area of the map. I just thought that was interesting because I don't think we ever knew where Nico Barisi was and, like, their exact path through this shit. Because Adie and Zedd are doing their own thing.
Speaking of doing a thing, Jade, I think it is time for us to do a thing as well.
Is it, like, one of my favorite things?
Not... Wait, the beer thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
what I meant.
Yes. That thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's time for the beer break.
Yeah.
Tonight we are drinking Chocolate Stout Nitro from Rogue Ales. This is a very chocolatey beer. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. It's ebony in color, pours a velvety smooth and creamy head that cascades into a robust, earthy body, giving way to a rich chocolate truffle finish.
Ooh.
Yeah. For real, though, what that means is that this beer is nitro and it is smooth as hell.
Nate's happy.
Yeah, oh, very, very happy. Here, go ahead, give that a try.
Okay.
You'll get it. See, now you get it.
It says it pairs with aged cheddar, pot roast, and vanilla ice cream. I will eat all of those things just to find that out. Like it. It's good.
I'm always a big fan of the nitros because of the smoothness. That's huge to me. I know I also like Guinness. Like Guinness. I can't help it. Every time I watch the little waterfall effect in a glass, it just mesmerizes me completely. All the better if it tastes good, which this does. So if you guys find this, I don't know where you guys can find this. We're from Michigan, and this is from Oregon, I think you said?
Yes.
So, like, it could be around. I don't know.
Yeah, we got it at our, Pete's Gourmet Market. So if you have a place like that, check it out. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. So, before the break, we were talking about the three daughters who live in Nico Barisi, right?
Yes.
They are probably the only ones left who know anything about the Skrin taint whatsoever.
Every time.
So, my thought, though, was that we know how they treat the gifted in Nico Barisi. Not great.
Yeah.
And so my thought is that they probably had a real shit childhood like Adie. And the chances that 4 women are all going to make it through a really abusive, traumatic childhood like that and be super awesome like Adie is are probably pretty low.
Oh, yeah.
So I wouldn't be super stoked to go meet them.
Nor would they, I would imagine, be happy to see Adie show up either.
Right. Or happy to help in any way.
Because their whole gift, the thing that they're capable of, is like looked down on. So they're not going to do it for a stranger coming into town, which can rouse suspicions very easily.
Right. Like they're not supposed to help people with their magic, right?
Right.
Because they have to get special permission and shit to do magic for anybody, right? From like the council.
Yeah. The King's Circle.
So really the chances of you really getting anything from this journey are not, but I guess the alternative is just sitting and dying. So
yeah, just waiting to die, which not a great option.
No, not great. Adie's also worried because the Blood of the Fold apparently still exists in Nico Barisi, and she's not exactly a forgettable person.
No, she isn't, nor are they. I mean, something like that destroyed your life in its entirety would loom huge forever above you.
Yeah.
We know for a fact she's still not over it.
I mean, not to mention everything that happened with her childhood with like being shaved and being like outcast and, saving that girl and then being treated like shit for it. Like all of that leads to a lot of self issues. So, yeah, no, I would say I wouldn't be thrilled to go back to my hometown either.
No.
Zedd isn't too worried, though. He's like, you know what? We're already hiding who we are. It'll be fine. Stuff your trauma down. Shut up. We're going.
See, Adie, what you have to do is you gotta think like a wizard. And you have to bury it deep, deep down inside. And you just lock it away and you never talk about it, ever. And it'll be fine.
You know, it's funny because he doesn't even, like, acknowledge it at all. He's like, that was a couple kings ago. He doesn't really talk about, he's like, oh, the blood, whatever. We're hiding our identities. He doesn't even think about how she is actually feeling about it.
Yeah,
like,
her internal part.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you might be able to sneak in there, but there may be an issue that needs addressing before you guys just walk back in there. Because what if she has some sort of, what is it called, flashback episode in the middle of the square, or a place that something bad happened to her and she gives you guys away?
I mean, you could walk past the fucking barn where shit happened. And
yeah, oh yeah.
Even if she doesn't have, like, a full-out freak out, it would be rough, to say the least.
Even just seeing a Blood of the Fold member could probably set something like this off.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised in any way if it did.
And now I get Zedd is like tunnel vision. He's like, I gotta get to Adendril, but first we gotta make sure we don't die. So, like,
there's that little detail. Yeah,
it's not even coming into his mind. He's not trying to be a dick, but, like, inadvertently, he's kind of a dick. But he makes up for it a little bit because he's like, hey, you need rest. We're pretending to be rich anyways. We could just chill in, like, a carriage type situation.
Yeah.
And,
I got us a car.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No more riding.
Enough
for
of this riding and walking bullshit. I can make gold. We can just Uber.
Right? All day long. There is this little moment when he asks her how he looks in his fancy clothes, and Adie gives him some well-meaning shit about how foolish he looks, and it's funny.
He doesn't like the clothes.
Right.
So he's already feeling like, I think he was trying to get her to either do what she did or be like, yeah, you look dumb, take that shit off.
But it ends up being like a tit for tat thing because he chose some stuff that she doesn't like either, so she was like, fuck you, wear this outfit. But she also gives him a compliment like, hey, you're still handsome as hell, so you don't need fancy shit, bud.
Yeah, what Zedd's move is he picks out stuff she doesn't like, so he leans in. He's like, if I'm gonna look foolish, then I'm gonna look so fucking foolish. She's gonna regret being seen in public with me.
Yeah. She jokes that he might end up getting his bottom pinched wearing all this fancy shit, and he tells her no wench is gonna horn in on her territory, which was it was funny.
Now that's Zedd putting himself into Adie's territory then, right?
Yeah.
That's not Adie making a claim. That's Zedd kind of going, well, I'm with you, so you haven't really said anything to that notion.
Yeah, they're dancing around it a little bit. She's like, you're handsome. I like you. You know that. And he's like, don't worry. No other bitch is gonna get this, okay? Don't worry. At least for now.
For now. Because we know how Zedd is.
Right.
And horny Terry's a thing, so.
Right. And we know also that Richard is only in, like, certain circumstances able to do anything. Because he's a hero. He can't be a dirty dog.
It's part of that struggle. He has to be pure.
Except when he's fucking his captors.
Anybody else.
Captors.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, captors.
Only people who he can fuck. And that makes it okay.
Not surprisingly, though, this puts a little pep into Zedd's step. And he tilts the hat. Decides that he would look good with a cane.
Yeah.
Which, a pimp. That's what he is. He's got the nice, now they're robes, but if you picture robes as being a nice suit, right? He's got the big hat with the big ass feather in it with the cane. Zedd wants to be a pimp.
He walks out. I just got an image of him, like swaggering out of the room, like, hell yeah, I look handsome.
I look good as fuck.
Hell yeah, my butt can get pinched. I'm a pimp.
Bring it on. And fuck, well, we know he's got the money to do it, so I'd like to think he did.
I mean, we'll have to see. Maybe he will end up with a cane in the next chapter. But that's all we got for today. So that's the end of everything and the end of the world. Sorry. If you have anything that you wanted to let us know, good, bad, ugly, we want to hear it all. So you can get at us on our Gmail at podcastatt@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at All the Things, on Instagram at podcastatt, on Patreon at podcastatt, and we got all sorts of fun stuff over there. So we would love to see you there too.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you real soon.
Bye!